baseball here on MLB Network. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Marcus Stroman is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
We're looking at one of the top pitchers in the league right now. ERA just above 3 last year, which is saying something. This guy commands the strike zone. He's not afraid to throw strike one, controls the running game. A real solid pitcher. And if he pitches like he did last year, expect more of the same in this campaign.
Javier Baez is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike one. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's a long season, but they were able to win the opener, and nothing would be sweeter if you could get in your car today and drive home 2-0. This is a big game. This is a nice little momentum either way. Another win here, and they're going to be feeling great about where they're at.
Batting second, the third
baseman. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
Evan Longoria stands in as he checks his swing here for strike one. Altogether a fine afternoon for baseball. 66 degrees the game time temperature. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call a pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, D-Row. That's a tough pitch to get on top of and to put it in play. So if you're a pitcher right now, try to elevate in that top part of that strike zone.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
1-1 home now to Crawford. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Steven Strasburg is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, the guy they call Strauss is on right now. This guy's lived up to the hype. Former first pick in the draft out of San Diego State University. Won a World Series championship with the Washington Nationals. Might have the best overall package of pitches in baseball. Really good fastball, good changeup, good curveball, and also a good hard slider. 4 pitches, he'll throw any at any time for strikes. One of the top pitchers in the game, Steven Strasburg.
Yes, he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they started the season out on the wrong foot, dropping one on the road on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, they need to grab this one today. You don't want to drop the first 2 games of the season. I don't care if it's on the road. I know you're going to have to battle, play well at home, You can't afford to get on the team bus back to the hotel 0-2.
And he takes a called strike 2. The 1-2. Now a fastball, and he knocks this one into right center field. That's going to be a base hit.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they wanted to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Strasburg with a check at first, and the runner will get back standing. Into the box now, Nick Pratto, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Here's the 0-1. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Strasburg on 1-1.
1-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Here now the 2-2. Anderson's running. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 2-2 one more time. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
First two batters find a sweet spot, barrel up perfectly. These fans have to be excited. Middle of the order coming to the plate now. After those first two ABs, this could be a laser show.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. And in steps Manny Machado as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count even at 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. Anderson at second. Pratto at first with no outs. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Now another 1-2.
Number 3-hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2-ball, 2-strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
A payoff pitch one more time. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. The next 3-2. And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4, according to Woody Keller.
He's definitely stumbled out of the starting blocks here in the first, giving up a couple of base knocks on that walk. First innings are often some of the toughest for a starting pitcher.
So now here is Jorge Polanco looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. From the stretch, as he'll lay off a curveball up in the zone for a ball, 1-0.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Drilled to the right side, and that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. 1 run is scored. Throw won't get him.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, Duro, is strike early, and they've done just that with a big hit driving in two.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there, especially when you can throw up a crooked number for your pitcher.
So here's Jake Cave to the plate. Now both runners on the move. They'll swing and lift a ball fouled off to the left and out of play. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well-executed changeup, if he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here, take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit out towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Comes set, and the 0-1. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, he's 1 for 5. The 1-1. That's popped up. Prone in foul ground. 1 out. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
First pitch of the AB on its way, as Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike 1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Henniger is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. 3 runs already home here. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Hey, don't kid yourself. I know those were 2 bad swings, but he hits middle of the order for a reason. It only takes 1 swing.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Cubs 3 and the Pirates nothing. Leading off the inning, it'll be Salvador Perez, and they could use a spark from him here.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
Stroman's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Don't go too far. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton gets his shot next. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
A payoff pitch one more time. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. 1 out, nobody on. A 3-1 count to the left fielder of the Bucks.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
The 3-1. No offer from Stanton. It's ball 4, so he'll head down to first.
Batting 6, the right fielder, number 8.
Next, here is Mitch Haniger. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to Mitch Haniger.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a 4-seamer.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 14.
Runner at first with 2 gone in the inning. And up next, former San Francisco minor league property Adam Duvall. He's set. Here it comes. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. A 2-0 count to the Bucs center fielder.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
3-0 now.
He's really going to need to keep the walks down in this start. He's in danger of walking the second guy in 2 innings here.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Stanton, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1 left for Pittsburgh. They trail in this one 3-0. Last half of the second set to go, and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Marcus Stroman.
Marcus Stroman.
First pitch on its way. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
When you've got the pitcher leading off an inning, you have to feel pretty confident about getting the first out without much problems. But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas. Put some solid wood on it and found himself on second with the leadoff double.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 1 for 1 with a single so far. The 1-0 home. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And I'd like to focus on Salvador Perez, the man who dons the tools of ignorance behind the dish. He's a clubhouse leader. He's one of the best pitch framers in the game. He's like a soft blanket back there for this pitching staff.
Stepping in now, Nick Pratto, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitch his second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
The 1-2. Swing and a liner. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it. But a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Here's Manny Machado now, as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. Machado now on 0-1. Curveball here, blocked by Perez. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Swing and a little tapper. Here comes the 1-2. Is swung on and missed, strike three. Cubs strand one, but they lead it 3-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring up a Crone.
Number 25, C.J. Crone.
Stroman looks in. Here's the delivery. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Hit to third. Machado has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 37, Steven.
So next to bat will be Steven Strasburg. First offering. This is line to left. That gets down, and the Buccos' first hit of the game is good for extra bases. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
Hey, guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
Here's Javier Baez, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. A 1-1 count to the Pirates' leadoff hitter.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. But now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Now the 2-1 pitch is strike two, swinging. Strasburg, the runner at second with one away. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away. There you see Evan Longoria waiting next. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Two out here and a runner at second. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Another 1-2 delivery.
Playing 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And before the pitch here, time is asked for and granted by Woody Keller, the home plate umpire. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 2-2. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Aquino is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Pirates leave 1. They trail it here 3-0. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the
bottom of the third now, and standing in as the switch-hitting second baseman, Jorge Polanco. First pitch of the AB on its way, as Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike 1. In there, and it's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hard hit ball to short. There is Crawford. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
So now to the plate, Jake Cave, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Cave stands in at an even 6 feet, throws left-handed, swings the bat the same way. Normally patrols center field, but he's in left for this one. Baez fields it cleanly, while the throw pulls him off the bag.
Oh, this is kind of unforgivable for the second baseman. He tries to square himself to the throw to second and start the double play, and I'm not sure what happened next. Maybe his cleats got stuck, or maybe he just lost the grip, but the net result is E4 with 2 men on board.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Now the 2-0.
If he concedes the walk here, he's in real trouble of giving up a big inning. It's not all that bad yet, but dealing with the bases loaded will make it pretty tough to wiggle out of.
Strike taken up in the zone.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing it. this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Now
so here is
catcher.
Christian Vasquez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Swing and a line drive. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. And the runner from second is in to score. Now a 5-0 lead.
Now batting, number 46.
At the plate, Aristides Aquino, and he fouls this one off. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than making errors behind your pitchers. Let's see if this guy can pick them up right here.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck
pitcher.
out, and we're only in the
Marcus.
2nd game of this series.
Roman.
Standing in now, Marcus Stroman, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Stanton at the track, the wall, into the bleachers, and gone. So a 3-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
This is just one of those parks where the ball seems to jump off the bat a lot more during the day. This is the first one of the day, but we might see a few more before this one's over.
The batter, number 7.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Down the right field line. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues. Middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Now here's the Pirates manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to do it now for Steven Strasburg. So he'll make his way to the dugout here as they'll turn things over to the bullpen from here on out. Jimmy Cordero is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
51.
Into the box, Nick Pratto, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Cordero primarily attacks hitters with his sinker, but not your typical sinker. He throws it much harder than most.
He's a hard guy to get elevation on. In a day and age where a lot of hitters are looking to lift and separate and get the ball in the air, he has some good sink, not great sink, but he makes hitters hit the ball on the ground, and when he's on, you'll see a lot of ground balls.
Now batting, third baseman, Manny Machado.
Next to dig in, Manny Machado. He went down on strikes last time up.
Ball one.
Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike now to Machado.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. And he lays off again, ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Jorge Polanco would be next. On the ground, a second for Baez. Right to him. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. We played 3 full. It's now an 8-0 ball game. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting shortstop and San Francisco Bay Area native Brandon Crawford. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. In there at the letters 0-1. Looking at his career totals, Crawford is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. And it's quickly 0-2.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
Ball. 20-12. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And that gets on by, and Crawford's aboard to lead off with a single.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Struck out in his first at-bat. Stroman comes set, coming at him with the 0-1. Hits this one hard the other way, and that's through for a hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, I like this right here. Offense putting a little bit of pressure right here on the defense. This game is not over yet. And if somebody can catch a gap or maybe hit one out, we got a chance to get back in this ball game. We might have something here.
Giancarlo Stanton now. A ball and no strikes.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
The 1-0 misses for the second ball.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
2-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Hot shot to third. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's now an 8-1 game.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Mitch Haniger the next to bat. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Fouled off. Perez on second. Stanton on at first with nobody out. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. From the stretch. In the dirt here. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. 1 run, 4 hits, and 2 errors on the Pirate ledger so far. Just low that time with the heavy sinker as it's ruled ball 3.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
The 3-2 pitch. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Polanco ranging into the outfield. He can't get to it. This one's down. And there's one down now. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
At the plate now, Adam Duvall. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Duvall brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side that they swing the bat, but that's certainly not the case here.
Yeah, this guy just absolutely hammers right-handed pitching. You know, some guys like the ball in, coming towards them, and that's exactly what the righty-on-righty matchup presents itself. A 2-seamer in, a 4-seamer that leaks out over the plate, a hanging breaking ball. This guy seems to absolutely hammer those.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
He's set. Here's the 3-0.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
And a full count now, 3-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or try to induce the ground ball to get a double play.
And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. The 3-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
So next to hit is C.J. Cron. first delivery to him. And that's cut on and missed 0-1.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Fouled away. A runner on first with 2 away. And the 29th pitch of the inning is swung on and missed, and that'll finally end it. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Cubs lead this one 8-2. So now to the plate, Jorge Polanco. In his career versus this pitcher, he's a .333 hitter.
Jorge.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
No, that's the ball.
The 1-0.
Ball.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And this will get by Longoria at third. It's a fair ball. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by,
Now
but
batting,
he showed
left
some
fielder.
quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
In now, Jake Cave, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. That's a base hit. Now a long throw home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Just an absolute laser that time. Screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Into the box now, Harrison Bader, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. Into the bleachers and out of here. So a 2-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
That wasn't the plan. You just have a meeting with your pitching coach to go over some strategy, and all of a sudden you throw one and it leaves the ballpark.
The catcher, number 9, Christian Vasquez.
Tommy Hunter gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. At the plate, Christian Vasquez, and it's fouled away. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Oh and 1, here it comes.
1, 2.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. ready with another 0-2. High in the air down the right field line. Haniger in pursuit. Can't make the play, however. It's over his head. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate. And that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives. And he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Standing in now, Aristides Aquino. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Hunter, a native of Indiana, the Hoosier State. He's in the midst of his 14th Major League season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments. You don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, guys, right there, you look for weaknesses. Can a guy come in? Can he command in? Obviously not the case in this situation. He went to the well outside half 3 times, and eventually the batter made a nice adjustment.
To the plate now, Marcus Stroman. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And bye-bye, that one's gone into the bleachers. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His second home run of the game as this lead got even wider.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
The batter, number 7.
At the plate now, Tim Anderson. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
At third, Longoria. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Nick Pratto.
Stepping in once again is Nick Pratto. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. As he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. Still only 1 out in the inning. Sent on the ground out to second. There's Baez. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Stepping in next, Manny Machado. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch on the way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So we'll go a little deeper into the bottom of the 4th as that extends the inning.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting by your 3-hole guy right there. First 2 guys, not so much. Now they bring up the monster in the 4-hole with 2 outs. They have a chance to make a nice inning out of
this. Into the box, Jorge Polanco. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. But gloving it down there at third is Longoria. Quick reactions that time, and the inning is over. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Derek Shelton during the commercial break about the Pirates' offense, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Adam Engel will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 15, Adam Engel.
And now the first pitch. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Stroman gets the sign. Here's the pitch. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
And I'll tell you, this is the last guy in the lineup you want to put on base for free. He's probably feeling a little salty after getting drilled, and he's got speed to burn, so look for him to try and make something happen out there.
And that brings up Javi Baez as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Fastball well outside.
You know, that almost works like a pitch out there. Maybe you get the guy to chase out of the zone, but at the very least, it gives the catcher something good to throw if the man on first is on the move.
The 1-2. This one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. He's set. Here's the 2-2. In the dirt here. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. So a long at bat has a positive dividend when all's said and done.
Yeah, absolutely. They're not all beauties in the box score. He's able to get that ball through the left side for a base hit. Way to grind it out.
Into the box now, Evan Longoria. And he fouls this one off. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
Engel over at second. Baez at first with no outs. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll head to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, not enough to qualify for the victory, as his bullpen will have to go a long way to hang on to the lead. Tricky Toussaint is out from the bullpen now, as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Now this at-bat just doesn't want to get off the ground, as he'll step out for a second time. Brandon Crawford digging in next. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Fouled off. Here it comes, 0-2. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. A little bouncer. Two balls and 2 strikes to Crawford. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. From the belt, the pitch.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
The 3-2 pitch.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
And he may be a little winded up there after this long at-bat, so he'll step out and ask for time. Heading out towards shallow right. Here comes the right fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Salvador.
And up steps Salvador Perez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
2 balls and a strike.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
The 2-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Pirates strand a couple, and as you can see, they are way behind. Boxberger gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Bottom of the inning now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Jake Cave.
The left fielder, Jake Cave.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Jake Cave is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the fifth. Stepping in now, Harrison Bader. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit in the air down the right field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. Here comes another 0-2.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Another one sent foul. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled away. High in the air out to center field. Duvall is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The catcher, number 9, Christian Vasquez.
Next to hit, Christian Vasquez. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First offering, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. And it's fouled away. Again, another foul ball. The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch popped him up, and he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 18, Mitch Haniger.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike.
Down the left field line and deep, but this will wind up being a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
1 strike.
Now the 2-1. 2-2 the count. Into the windup and the pitch. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
The center fielder, number 14, Adam.
Now into the box, Adam Duvall notched an RBI on the sac fly in his previous turn at the plate. He's set and the pitch. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And this one is gone. A home run. Adam Duvall puts a pair on the board with a home run. First home run of the campaign for him, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
I know all home runs count the same, but that one went a little bit farther than most. That's what he does. A power hitter with a challenge fastball is going to go a long way when he's on his game.
So that'll bring up C.J. Cron.
Number 25.
As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Still only 1 out in the inning. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. And before the pitch here, time is asked for and granted by Woody Keller, the home plate umpire. Here comes the 1-2. Is looked at for ball number 2. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Your
Jose
attention,
Iglesias
please.
will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 12, Jose Iglesias.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
That's the ball. 1-0.
2 out, nobody on. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. A ball and 2 strikes.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. Vasquez corrals it, and the throw to first ends the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. Cubs lead it 14-4. Adam Simberg gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Aristides Aquino.
Number 46.
Here's the first pitch to him. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Here it comes on 1-1. Strike 2 as that's taken on the outside part of the plate.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Therefore, it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, number 62.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Touki Toussaint. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fly ball right down the line in left. Stanton on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Tim Anderson.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Tim Anderson. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. First offering on its way. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air down the right field line. Waiting on it is Haniger, and he makes the play to end the inning. Cubs are down in order, but you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. Seventh inning ready to roll, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate.
The second baseman, Javier Baez.
First pitch on the way. action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Evan Longoria is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Froze him on the bender there, and he's in the hole. 0-2. Baez on at first. Nobody out. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
At the plate, Brandon Crawford, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. Bader is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the 2nd out.
The catcher, number 13, Salvador Perez.
Now to bat, Salvador Perez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh, and they remain well behind. Now to the plate, Nick Pratto. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
The first baseman.
First pitch on the way. In there, 0-1. Hit softly on the ground to first. He's got it. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
So now to the plate, Manny Machado. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Machado now on 0-1. hit hard on the ground to second. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Mark,
Now
to start to
batting,
make
second
quality
baseman,
pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Runners are at first and third with none out. Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off. From the belt, kicks and deals. Slow roller down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Fouled off. Skied down the left field line. And it's a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Sharp ground ball to third. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Left fielder.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I'll tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. To the plate now, Jake Cave. 0-1 the count. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss, it's 0-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Machado at second. Polanco on at first with nobody out. Good hard sinker, but he lays off to even things at 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
In now, Harrison Bader. As he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. The 0-1 pitch. Just off the inside corner with the sinker, ruled a ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit in the air down the left field line. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away. At the plate now, Christian Vasquez, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. Set to deliver the 0-1.
Ball inside.
And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. No play as the run comes in to score, and we're all hoping he's going to be okay on the mound. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Into the box, Aristides Aquino, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Fielded cleanly. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
2 runs already home, and now you can make it 3. Good job right there of keeping it simple and putting the ball in play.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Touki Toussaint. He's 0 for 1 thus far. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Bounce to first. Scooped up. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. 8th inning coming up. The Cubs are on top, 17-4. Ready to begin the 8th, and coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Pulled hard down the line and left. Caved. Ranges deep into the corner to make the catch for the first down.
The right fielder, number 18.
Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. Next, it'll be Mitch Haniger. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Line drive, base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
At the plate, Adam Duvall, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at bats for him at this point in the ball game. Oh, 1, here it comes. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count. 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Ball, no.
Haniger leads off first with 1 away. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. At the plate now is C.J. Cron, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. 2 out with the man at first. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
Here now the 2-2 to third. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. Pirates leave 1. And as you can see, they are way behind. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And up next, it'll be Tim Anderson.
The shortstop, Tim Anderson.
From the stretch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him as they just continue to pour it on here.
Hey, every once in a while, this speed guy will jump up and bite one. He absolutely crushed that baseball. Doesn't fit his usual tool description, but he can go deep if you leave one over the heart of the plate.
Now back, first baseman, Nick Prado. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Number 36, Richard Bryant.
Into the box now, Nick Prado. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. Swing and a miss. That one tied him up.
If you're on the mound right here, you got to trust your catcher and execute. You know who's coming up to the plate.
Swing and a line drive. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Now at the plate is Manny Machado. A couple of singles for him and 4 trips for him this afternoon.
Machado
saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. To Crawford for 1.
Now batting, second baseman, Jorge Polanco.
So the next to bat will be Jorge Polanco. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's 0 for 4. Now the first pitch. Lifted in the air to center. Center fielder on the run. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2. And now Gracious just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
Now batting, the left fielder, Jake Cave.
Stepping in now, Jake Cave. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. The 1-0. Drilled on the ground is short. They'll go to Baez at second for the force, and that ends the inning. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Pirates. The Cubbies are in front 18-4. Alex Avila is going to pinch hit here to lead off the 9th, and with his club already well down, he'll just need to try and get on base here. Field shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Into the corner and slicing foul. And a swing and a miss at the curveball. A great pitch call there, and that's the first out here in the ninth.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole
Now
in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
To the plate now, Javier Baez. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0.
I can't imagine that pitcher was trying to put it right over the heart of the plate. Thank God he took that pitch right there, or he'd be getting one back from the umpire.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
2-2 now to Baez. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And now in the box, Evan Longoria. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. First pitch of the AB now.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
Here comes the 1-0. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over. 18-4 this afternoon. The Chicago Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Touki Toussaint claims the win out of the pen, his first. Steven Strasburg couldn't work out of the 3rd inning, taking the loss. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours exactly. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome, everyone. A very happy Easter to you from all of us here at Inside the Show. Let's recap how Saturday's games played out. In the National League Central, the Chicago Cubs went deep 4 times as they sank the visiting Buccos 18-4. The Reds got the best of the visiting Redbirds 4-2. The Milwaukee Brewers hit 3 long balls as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 5-4. The Marlins put up 16 hits on the day as they beat the visiting Rays 11-10. The Braves pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took the win in extra innings over the Phillies 3-0. The Metropolitans picked up 14 hits in total as they stole a victory in extra innings over the Nationals 2-1. The Dodgers held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 3-0. The San Diego Padres were winners in extras against the Diamondbacks 2-1. The Blue Jays took down the Yankees in the Bronx 2-1. Trent Grisham swung the bat well with 3 hits as the Orioles took down the Red Sox 4-2. J.D. Martinez plated 5 on the day with 2 big flies as the Indians took care of Detroit 13-8. The Texas Rangers combined to allow only 4 hits as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 3-1. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 9-6. The A's amassed 14 hits in the game as they sent their crowd home happy after a walk-off win against the Astros 8-6. The San Francisco Giants picked up 14 hits in total as they were winners over the Mariners 6-2. And that's the show for today. Once again, have a very happy Easter, everyone.
Set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Game number 3 of this new season between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and guys, the Cubbies have won the first 2 games of the series, so they're looking for a 3-game sweep here today.
Yeah, and to sweep this team right here would be a huge momentum boost. It is not easy to sweep a series. I don't care if it's 3 games or 4 games. I think back to Bobby Cox. His big thing was you just want to win series. 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4. But when you have a chance to sweep a team, you have to take advantage of it.
Blake Snell gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
You know, the key for Blake Snell is getting him out on that mound every 5 days. He's had some injuries over the course of his career, but there's no doubting the stuff. He's another guy, upper 90s fastball, good curveball. His slider's gotten a lot better, and he'll mix in an occasional changeup. This guy has a chance to be a dynamic pitcher every time he takes the mound.
And now, Michael Taylor. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike 1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, D-Row, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
Sunshine starting to break through a bit after a cloudy morning. 57 degrees here at game time. Big breaking ball and a beauty that time. 1-2.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Here comes the 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
At the plate now, Miguel Rojas. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
Here's C.J. Cron now.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
Man at first for him following the one-out single. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Into the bleachers and gone. A two-run job for C.J. Cron. First home run of the campaign for him, and that'll give the Pirates a 2-0 lead.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez.
Number 13.
As he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Now it's 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. All even now, 2-2. Still only one out in the inning. Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Perez is retired, 2 down now.
That is it. The second baseman, Javier Baez.
And that brings up Javi Baez. Previous history with Blake Snell. He's 1 for 4. And now the first pitch. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. But the Pirates do get a couple here on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 2-0 Pittsburgh. Nate Eovaldi, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Leading off.
He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Now the pitch. Line drive to left. Stanton has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, I love watching Manny Machado do his thing. He walked away with the Silver Slugger Award for third baseman last year by putting up some impressive numbers. And I'll tell you what, I think he's got a great chance to win it again.
In now, Nick Pratto. A ball and no strikes. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off him. And to boot, the defense was on its heels.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right.
On the run is Henniger.
He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting third, the third baseman, Manny Machado.
And in steps Manny Machado. Mano a mano against Nate Eovaldi. He's just 2 for 12. He's taken him deep once. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Pitching a little bit backwards in this situation, I'd expect a hitter to be sitting off speed.
A ball and a strike now to Machado. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3 and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley. Pirates on top 2-0. Second inning set to go. And next it'll be the outfielder, Mitch Henniger.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it. But keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
Now here's the first offering.
0-1.
The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
Snell is known to have exceptional stuff. His strikeout numbers are eye-popping, but at times he does get himself in hot water with the base on balls.
Matty V, the stuff has never been a question with this guy. It's been about containing the stuff and having command of the strike zone. He has really good strikeout pitches. The problem is he'll get ball 1, he'll get ball 2, and he sometimes isn't really in attack mode, and that leads him to walking a lot of batters.
Now the 2-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
Another try at 2-2. And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
Listen, it's hard in this day and age with all the quality pitching to put up double-digit runs like they did yesterday. They'd certainly like to have some of those back if they could and add them to today's box score.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's focus on Manny Machado, 2015 Gold Glove winner. Get the mantle space ready. He's going to add more to that. On the defensive side, he's a highlight reel at the hot corner.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. The Cubs do, of course, trail by a couple of runs already, so they're going to have to work from behind to earn the sweep.
Sweeps aren't easy to do at this level, particularly with the competition being so stiff. They're down a couple of runs early, but there's a lot of baseball left, and the way they're playing right now, this game's far from over.
The 1-1. Hard hit ball to short. On to first, and a sigh of relief as Longoria's retired easily for the second out.
Batting 8, the left fielder, Giancarlo
Giancarlo Stanton now. Previous history with Blake Snell. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. He also has 1 home run. This is down the right field line. That's a fair ball. Stanton on his way up to second. But the feed to the second baseman is a wide one.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Into the box, Nate Eovaldi, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here it comes, 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Fouled away. Stanton stands at second with 2 gone. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Yeah, from a pitcher's perspective right here, you got to treat this guy like he's the 4-hole hitter. With runners in scoring position, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but you got to execute.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jorge Polanco. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win.
Jorge Polanco.
First pitch of the AB now.
Yeehaw!
And it's fouled away. And another foul ball. Eovaldi stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment. Lifted in the air to center field. Taylor is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Batting 5th, the left fielder.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And let's take a look at Javi Baez. I don't know, second base, shortstop, third, maybe a little outfield. Doesn't matter. This guy has platinum hands. Platinum, not gold. One of the best defenders in our sport and probably the quickest tag man in our game.
So here's Jake Cave to the plate. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Mano y mano against Nate Eovaldi. He's got a 3 for 5 line. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. To 2-2 now.
2-2's the count.
And this is lined into left field for their first hit of the ball game.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. And that'll get down for a base hit. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Batting seventh, the catcher, Christian.
Striding in is Christian Vasquez, trying here to plate the tying run from second. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher. Runners are at second and third with one down. And here's a ball out towards straightaway center field. In there, a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. Now the throw comes in to hold that second runner at third, so they're at their corners now with still only one away.
Number 46.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Into the box now, Aristides Aquino, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Runners are at first and third, one away. Line drive to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he's safe.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
So here now is the pitcher, Blake Snell. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Yeah.
Vasquez is off of first with 2 away. Ready with the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 2-2. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that means batting next will be the center fielder, Michael A. Taylor.
Michael A. Taylor.
Now the first pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Ball even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. He stays alive, still 2-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Stepping in now, Miguel Rojas, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Line drive to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
So that'll bring up C.J. Cron, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. The windup and the 0-1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. The 1-2 pitch. Line hard deep into left. Cave able to track it down for the third. Bottom of the third now, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Tim Anderson.
The shortstop, Tim.
And now the first pitch. Here comes the 0-1. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Well, we've seen a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on in this game. So I think the game plan on that pitch right there was to try to bounce one and try to get them to chase again.
Here's another 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Sent on the ground out to second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Up next for the Cubs, the first baseman, Nick Pratto.
So in now for Chicago, Nick Pratto, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, strike 1.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
1 out, nobody on. One and 1, the count to the Cubs' first baseman.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
Still 1-2. Here it comes. Count still at 1-2. The pitch. Now a pitch popped up. Should be enough room for Perez behind the plate. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
So 2 out, nobody on. And that'll bring in Manny Machado. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Oh, I love facing pitchers like this. He's leaving nothing to the imagination. Coming to get him some.
2 out, nobody on. Ripped on the ground to first. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep. 1 through 9, they can put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Jorge Polanco is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Strike 2 up in the zone.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Popped up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. And after 3, it remains a 2-2 tie. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Derek Shelton during the commercial break about the Pirates offense, and overall he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And up steps Salvador Perez. He'll match up with Blake Snell now to lead off the inning.
The catcher, number 13, Salvador Perez.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fouled off.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Two balls and 2 strikes the count to the Pirates catcher. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more off to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now back, second baseman, Javier Baez.
Next to stand in is Javier Baez. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Oh, he brought it back.
Really nice play right there. One of the things that was great about this, he was able to get close to the stands, get a good read on where the fans were, and track that one all the way into the glove. Terrific play on a ball that was definitely going to be out of play.
Mitch Haniger the next to bat. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. That's wide, 2-0. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Outside, 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Strike taken up in the zone.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholding a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
He's under it, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, all even at 2 apiece. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And in to hit next will be Jake Cave.
The left fielder, Jake Cave.
First offering on its way. As he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat, it's strike 1. Down the third baseline. And this will get by Longoria at third. It's a fair ball.
Now batting, center fielder, Harrison Bader.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader. Fouled away. He singled in his first AB. Now a throw over, back in standing. Hit hard down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Cave is on his way home. Safe at the plate, as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
Hey, that's not a bad first milestone. 100th career RBI, Dero.
Yeah, after your first original knockdown, probably for you, your first strikeout, your first bomb, you want to start putting some zeros on the back end of these numbers. 100th ribby, nice milestone right there.
To the plate now, Christian Vasquez, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the plate first after the ball hit the dirt.
At the plate now, Aristides Aquino, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Line drive to center field. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 and 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
So now to the plate, Blake Snell. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. That's a foul ball, and this inning is going to end on a poor bunt attempt. Yikes. And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's set. Here it comes.
Yeah, and that splitter is normally the go-to pitch to this guy, but it really hasn't shown that good downward action that he usually has. He needs to get back to finishing it out front.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Now, this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Ran one in there as this is hit on the ground towards second, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We played 4 full. The Cubs lead this one 4-2. Now at the plate, here is Evan Longoria. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Here's the pitch.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
A ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike to Longoria. Sent out to straightaway center field. Bader is there, and he has it for the first out.
The batter, the left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Next up is Giancarlo Stanton. First pitch on the way. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it, so that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
In now, Nate Eovaldi. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Ball 1. Four 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Pirates pitcher at the plate with a 1-2 count.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
3-2, full count. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. They trail it here 4-2. Into the box, Nick Pratto. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
The first baseman, Nick Pratto.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. Here's another 0-2. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
1-2.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Taylor is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
So with one gone in the inning now, that brings in Manny Machado. First offering. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. He looks to be back in control now here in the 5th as that's swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
To 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Chopped weakly to the left. Four runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
The 1-1. Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Gone! A solo home run for Jorge Polanco. First home run of the campaign for him. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
The left fielder.
Into the box now, Jake Cave. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Stanton has a read on it. No problem with this one, and the inning is over. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. 5 innings complete. It's now 5-2 Chicago. So the Pirates' batting order turns over and set to go. Michael Taylor. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
First delivery to him. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Aquino has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Up next, Miguel Rojas. He singled and later scored back in the first, making him 1 for 2 so far. Now the pitch. And that misses, ball 1. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Shot down the line. It's a fair ball. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Hey, tip your hat to the pitcher right there. That was a streak of 11 batters retired in a row before that base hit. Let's see if he can regroup and keep going.
At the plate, C.J. Cron. He'll take a look at his strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Two balls and a strike to C.J. Cron.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
The 2-1 home. Skied into straightaway right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second?
The catcher, number 13, Salvador.
And now here is Salvador Perez, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. And before the 0-2 pitch, he'll step out of the box here to regroup. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh, and the deficit remains 5-2. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and into bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader.
Harrison
First offering on its way. And a ball 1-0.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
And now a pitch on the way. A ball and a strike. Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
The next 1-2 pitch. Still a ball and 2 strikes. He'll try again. 1-2. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you can see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Into the box, Christian Vasquez. As he'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
To the plate now, Aristides Aquino. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope. Ball.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Pure dominance on the mound as he strikes out the side in order. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Sir Anthony Dominguez will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Anthony Santander will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. First pitch coming, here it is. Fastball swung on and missed.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make it out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here it comes, 1-0.
1-1.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. A ball and 2 strikes to Mitch Haniger.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And prior to the 2-2, he'll step out of the box and ask for time. Nobody out, runner on first. Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
Now a throw over to first, but the runner's back easily. Another 2-2 offering. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out, and that brings up Evan Longoria. As a look, now the pitch. As he'll take a look at ball 1. the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 2-0. Giancarlo Stanton, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. And he fouls this one off. The 3-1. Loud contact by Longoria, and this one's carrying well to left. Cave is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away. Had a long way to go to make that running catch, and here it is again with the show track numbers. Took a great angle at it, showed nice closing speed, and ended up running close to 110 feet to finally bring it in. No doubt in efforts his teammates are appreciative of. Tyler Thornburg is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Tyler Thornburg.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. 1-0 the count. Has a look, now the pitch. A ball and a strike now. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And they're runners at the corners now. The 1-0. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. That one is out of here. This game is tied. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, as we are all tied at 5.
And some guys just have a knack for the dramatic. He comes up in a big spot and just cranks one out of here to even the score. Not a bad time to hit your first homer of the year, huh?
The center fielder
at the plate now, Michael Taylor. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. But the Pirates played 3 in the inning, all coming on this 3-run home run. Get up and stretch. All even at 5 apiece. Tommy Hunter will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the seventh.
For the Pirates, number 29, Tommy Hunter.
Anthony Santander, the next to bat.
He's
newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7.
Santander.
Now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone.
Shortstop.
Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Anderson.
So now to the plate, Tim Anderson. And he puts it on the ground to second. Baez has it, and that's the second out.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
In now, Nick Pratto. As he'll watch a first-pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And it's 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Here's Manny Machado now, as he'll take a first-pitch curveball right down the middle for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
Man, you don't see this in today's game that much. The guy who's willing to work east-west consistently with a great cutter two-seamer combo.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Cubs strand 1. This remains a 5-all ball game. And stepping in, Miguel Rojas. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Now the first pitch. High chopper to third. He's right there. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, the first baseman, TJ Crone.
Next, it'll be C.J. Cron. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this game has the potential to result in a series sweep, but of course, with a tie game on our hands, that is no foregone conclusion.
Never easy to sweep. This is one of those teeter-totter games, back and forth as we're tied going into the back end of this game right now. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out.
At the plate, Salvador Perez, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. Into his windup, the 1-0.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
The 1-1 pitch. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Thought this middle of the order might give him a fight and put up a little bit of resistance, but that hasn't been the case. He's carving right through them here.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Stepping up is Jorge Polanco as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
Aaron Luke is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
High bouncer toward the hole. Up with it is Longoria, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting, left field.
Next to hit is Jake Cave. He flew out in his last AB. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Ready now is Harrison Bader. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Cut fastball inside, ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. Here's the 2-0. 2 balls and a strike. To 2-2 now. Here's the 2-2. So a full count now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Longoria's got it. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. This ball game still tied 5-all. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Brandon Workman will come on to pitch here, and he'll move into the number 5 spot in the lineup now on the double switch. Charlie Culberson is also into the ball game and still hitting the number 8 spot here. Now here's the pitch. Javier Baez is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Drilled down the line on a base hit. So a great start to the 9th as the possible go-ahead run is aboard to kick off the inning.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Into the box now, Mitch Haniger as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out. The 0-1. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Fastball laid off well below the knees. Here's a line drive into center field. It's a base hit. In to score easily is the runner from third, and here in the 9th, they have taken the lead.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
As he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. Santander's got it, and there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder, Giancarlo.
So now into the box is Giancarlo Stanton. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Right there for strike one. The Cubbies are looking for the sweep in this game, as we mentioned earlier, but trailing by 1, they're going to need to come from behind to do it.
This one's still well in striking distance, only trailing by 1 going late on to the game. They just need a bloop and a blast or some kind of extra base hit. This one's far from over.
Here it comes, 0-2. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Adam Duvall will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Pinch hitting for Pittsburgh, number 14, Adam Duvall.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. As he'll take a look at ball one. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
2-0 to Adam Duvall.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Two and one after the foul ball there.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Struck him out, so it remains a one-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. One in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. Colin McHugh enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 31, Colin.
All set for the bottom of the ninth. And from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez. McHugh sets his sights. First pitch on the way. And a slider tails outside for ball one.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
2-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Yeah. 2-2.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. Into the windup and the pitch.
Full count.
You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. Fouled off. Another full count pitch home. And this is taken for ball four. So just like that, the tying runs aboard to start the home half.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Quick check on that tying run at first. Runner's back. First pitch of the AB on its way. Charlie Culberson is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And he fouls this one off. A runner at first with no outs here. And there he goes towards second. He swings and misses. Throw down. Is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Now back, the right fielder, Anthony Santander.
So stepping in is Anthony Santander. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. He's set and the pitch.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just attack the zone.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon.
Number 7.
Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Tim Anderson. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Stays alive, still 0-2.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Here's the 0-2. On the ground to the left side. Longoria's there. Throw to first will be in time for the final out, and the Pirates are in the win column for the first time this year as the ball game is over. A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. Pittsburgh used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Aaron Luke claims the win out of the pen, his first. Colin McHugh hammers down the save, his first of the year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates, 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Cubs, 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 22 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, Brandon Crawford had a home run and 3 RBIs as the Pirates got a win over the Cubs 6-5. As of right now, the Cubs are atop the NL Central, and the Pirates are 3rd in the division. The St. Louis Cardinals combined to give up just 5 hits as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 5-3. As of today, the Reds sit in first place in the National League Central Division, and the Cardinals are 3rd in the division. The Minnesota Twins got 11 hits overall as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 6-2. At the start of the day, the Brewers sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division, and the Twins are in first place in the AL Central. The Atlanta Braves finished off a 2-game sweep as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 3-2. Entering the day's action, the Phillies are in last place in the NL East, while the Braves are atop the division. The Washington Nationals combined for a 4-hitter as they got the best of the visiting Mets 2-1. Heading into the day, the Nationals sit in 4th place in the National League East Division, and the Mets are 2nd in the division. The Dodgers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 3-1. As of today, the Rockies are in 4th place in the NL West, and the Dodgers are atop the division. Tyler Wells collected his first ever W at the big league level as the Diamondbacks took care of the Padres 6-5. At the start of the day, the Padres are atop the NL West, and the Diamondbacks are 4th in the division. The Toronto Blue Jays completed a short 2-game sweep as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 12-3. In the standings, the Yankees sit in last place in the American League East Division, while the Blue Jays are atop the division. Joey Gallo dominated at the dish with 2 long balls and 6 RBIs as the Orioles took down the Red Sox 14-4. As of right now, the Red Sox sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division, while the Orioles are 2nd in the division. The Detroit Tigers hit 3 long balls as they bested the visiting Indians 6-1. Heading into the day, the Tigers are sitting atop the AL Central, and the Indians are 4th in the division. The Texas Rangers totaled 11 hits as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 5-1. Entering the day's action, the Royals sit in last place in the American League Central Division, while the Rangers are leading the AL West. The White Sox launched 3 home runs as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 4-3. In the standings, the Angels are in 2nd place in the AL West, and the White Sox sit in 3rd place in the American League Central. Jazz Chisholm was hot at the plate collecting 3 hits in the game as the Athletics defeated the Astros 3-2. As of today, the A's sit in 2nd place in the American League West, and the Astros are 2nd in the division. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.